So, hi Smita, we are live, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation to come to my show and share your life, share your experience. And I'm looking forward to a wonderful conversation today. So, those of you who are catching us live and listening to us, I'm Ranjini Sanjay. I'm a celebrity coach, and I help educators become celebrities. So, I help them with business branding formula so that they make the income and the reputation that they are looking for. So, Smita is a doctor and she's joining us from Mumbai, and she is a mother of two children, and she is a very passionate woman helping women with motherhood, childbirth, pregnancy, and getting back to work, and after becoming parents. So she has done immense work. No, I would be asking the right questions so that she can share her journey as a contributor to this community. And you are a role model and inspiration to many. So welcome, Smita.
Thank you, Ranjini. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be on this prestigious platform of Tribe of Real Entrepreneurs. Thank you so much for having me here.
Excellent, excellent. So, Smita, first of all, I want to tell you that you are a very beautiful person. So,
Thank you,
uh,
Ranjini.
and it will be whoever if meets you, talks to you, you make their day. So, like it's always great to have people like you around. So, tell me, Smita, being a doctor and a practitioner, and a very much a powerful woman in your life, and no having to do with career, having to do with commitment to service to society. How Yeah. So, how did you choose entrepreneurship? So, what is that burning desire inside you that you chose entrepreneurship? So, tell me about that.
Yes, wonderful question, Ranjini. And thank you so much for having me here and wishing you and all our viewers who are watching us live. We had those who have joined us live and those who will be going through the recording. Wishing them a happy Navratri, happy first day of Navratri. So coming back to your question, yes. So when we talk about entrepreneurship, it was not at all, you can say a dream kind of thing or which I always wanted to do from childhood. It was not like that. It was purely a gap. It was purely a gap which was there, which, I recognized, I came to know through the process. So it was there. And through my journey of entrepreneurship, through Unishakti, previously it was 9 months and beyond, and now it is Unishakti. So we tried to, fill that gap. We tried to find a solution to fill that gap. Clearly, there was a gap of, clarity. Clarity was missing when it comes to pregnancy. Starting from pre-pregnancy, the whole journey of pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, breastfeeding, childbirth, after childbirth, that is postpartum period, and up to when till the time your child is toddler. Okay, we both are mothers of toddler. I think your son is also your mother of three, and one is 10-year-old,
Yeah.
one is toddler. So I can relate to that whole process. And while going through this process, what I realized is there is a clear gap of clarity. There is a clear gap of the roadmap was missing. They needed a guided roadmap, and there was a clear gap of taking informed decisions. So these three gaps we tried to fill with my entrepreneurship journey through Unishakti. So that was how the journey started. So it was not a dream; it was a gap. Through Unishakti, we are trying to find the solution, and we are fulfilling, and we are finding the solution to that problem. That
Excellent,
is how it
excellent.
started.
entrepreneurs are people who provide amazing solutions to the community. And as you said, for me as well, entrepreneurship was not a dream. It just happened in the process of my growth, that I really saw that I can do a better use of my time. I
True.
come from this corporate environment of developing softwares. I see that my potential was caged, if I have to put it in a right term. So I thought,
Uh,
let me break this and come out and see myself in my true potential, true
True.
self-expression. And that is what is entrepreneurship about. You have an idea, you saw the gap,
True.
and you're here to provide that service that serves. And I can completely relate to what you're saying. When I was
True.
becoming mother for the first time, there were a lot of assumptions, there were a lot of uninformed decisions, you say,
Circumstances. Okay.
not aware. And
Mhm.
it adds to the way society is, how we are raised, how the culture is, how women are raised, how men are raised. There are a lot of things here which actually contributes to this gap.
Yes,
So, but I'm
absolutely.
really happy that you are somebody who is pioneering, and you have taken a bold decision to
Yes,
bridge this
absolutely.
gap. And especially using social media, I follow your videos, parenting, breastfeeding. These topics people know, it's like ladies' work or ladies' department kind of things. Like this is shut under the cover. Nobody talks about this, and but then you are bringing it up. It's the
Yes.
awareness. And we are in the age where women are empowered and
Yeah,
they are taking
absolutely.
multiple roles. So this education, I think, is critical in women to perform at their full potential. So tell me,
Absolutely.
Smita, what, because these are bold decisions, and bold
Yes,
decisions are
yes.
not
Yes.
easy.
Yes.
How did you make this? How was it easy for you or challenging? Tell us about that journey.
Great question, Ranjini. First of all, why I started, people ask me surprisingly, you will not laugh on this thing. Many people, they ask me, are you allopathy doctor? In spite of doing, MBBS and MD, you're not prescribing medicines, you're into basically, creating awareness, creating education, creating programs for expecting parents and families. Okay. So what I feel is, when we share our abundance, okay, whatever we have, whatever I learned, experience throughout the process of growing from childhood to till now, and throughout the process of learning, education, my own experience of both the childbirth, both, first and the second childbirth.
Yes,
What I realized is, if I share my abundance, whatever I have, to the world, that's where the real happiness lies. That is my the what you can say, the thing which is very close to my heart, sharing my abundance with the world. Second thing, there were three gaps. While I was growing up from childhood, what I realized is, even if we got independence 1947 को हमको independence मिला है, but still I feel when it comes to pregnancy and childbirth, breastfeeding, or what, early parenting, early childbirth process, early phase of the post childbirth phase basically, जिसको हम लोग first 45 days का, so we still have lots and lots of myths and misconceptions, misbeliefs. It could be cultural or religious. Okay, so I still feel we have not, हम लोग still we are in gulami. Okay, when it comes to pregnancy and childbirth. So
yes,
while growing up, I realized that. Okay. Second thing, when I was doing my MBBS, what I realized is, the students, basically my batchmates, they used to get frightened, they used to get fear, they were fearful about going to the labor ward. Okay? जब
oh,
चाइल्ड बर्थ देखने का प्रोसेस आता था, जनरली अराउंड सेकेंड ईयर ऑफ एमबीबीएस वी स्टार्ट द क्लिनिकल पोस्टिंग, और जब भी लेबर रूम में आने जाने की बात आती थी, people used to hesitate. Oh, what is that? I just don't like that process. Some of my, friends, they used to faint in the labor room. I realized why. So always there was a question: why this happens? Why there is so stigma associated with the process? So that was one thing. Second thing, while doing my MD, I realized is, 90% of the pregnancy are physiological. Okay, physiological means how our human body functions in a normal situation.
Yes.
Okay, so pregnancy is one of the normal process. Okay, just
Yeah.
like the whole reproductive cycle goes on, pregnancy, just like menstrual cycle, is one of the physiological process. Your pregnancy is
Mm.
also a physiological process. It's a normal thing. And along with that, your childbirth is physiological, your lactation, your breastfeeding, the childbirth process, early postpartum, also physiological. Okay. And what I realized is only 10% of the mothers, new mothers, they need interventions. Basically, the what you can say, the procedure, the surgery, and the complications basically. So only 10% are really need the interventions and the attentions. 90% of the cases, it is absolutely physiological. It's not a disease, it's not an illness. Okay, what it needs is just minimal assistance and the right guidance. Okay, the guided roadmap, and that was missing, Anjali. And through our programs, we are we are working on the problem. So that was the second gap. And third gap was my own childbirth. The first child. I'll share a quick story about my first childbirth. It was 9.5 year back, 9.5 years back. So I was pregnant with my elder one, Darsh. Okay. So what I realized is I was doing MD, and at the workplace also there are many gaps. Okay. We are
Mm.
ambitious, we are career oriented, right? So
Yes.
at workplace also there are many gaps. Okay, in spite of surrounded by so many doctors, in spite of having so much of knowledge about this this process, still there were many gaps. Many of my um, what you can say, the professors or senior colleagues, they used to feel, oh, this is something, we have also gone through the process. Many career-oriented women, they face this issue. The colleagues, they feel she's taking advantage of her situation. So this is
Yes.
a clear gap that nowadays we are working with corporate organizations also, and now that gap we are clearly visualizing and seeing. So that was one thing. And when we entered the actual childbirth process, when my childbirth process, the time of delivery came, uh, labor room also there are many gaps. Okay,
Mm.
we think that the gynecologist should be with us, but that is not the case, and it's not her or his fault. It's not doctor's fault. Okay, they are already overloaded with the work. A gynecologist has to be there in the OPD. She has to be there in the operation theater. She has to be there attending the other emergencies. Okay, and for nursing staff, they are so overloaded with the work. They are for them, you are just another delivery case.
Yeah.
Okay. And when it comes to the family members surrounding us, especially elders, I'm not, it doesn't apply to each and everyone, but there are, majority. Even if I'm addressing myself, I'm also representing thousands and thousands of mothers who are there, who are going through, this particular gap or this particular problem. Okay, so I'm also representing them. So what I realized is because the mother is not prepared, she doesn't know the clarity. The clarity is not there. What exactly going on? Is it a true labor pain? What is what you can say, dilatation? The cervix, how much is it is dilated? How to time the contractions of the childbirth process? How to cope up with the pain? What are the relaxation techniques? What is the role of my husband? How he can help? There are so many gaps, and when I'm just listing three or four, there are hundreds of gaps when it comes to the labor room process. Okay? And
Many.
on that labor table, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना कि people get eureka moment on that childbirth table while going through the labor. My delivery, I got that eureka moment. It needs proper structure and framework. Okay, so that young, busy, expecting couple gets that clarity, gets that guided roadmap. To enjoy this whole process. Okay, and exactly my second delivery was exactly opposite. It was so empowering. When I say people, people that I enjoyed my pregnancy, I enjoyed my delivery, I enjoyed my labor. They say, what? You enjoyed? So my second childhood was so empowering. Why? Because all these gaps were filled.
Exactly.
That is how, through these gaps, the 9 months and beyond, the first step towards Unishakti was born. And slowly we are, progressing towards what we are trying to reach out to the global level.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, exactly. I would, highly recommend this because I think this is the program I was missing when I was carrying my first baby, and being educated, or even no, it's not enough when it comes to pregnancy. The education is not sufficient. Even the parents don't know, the husbands don't know, families don't know. It's all like trial and error, and there are thousands of suggestions, and you don't know which one would work for you. But I got it very clear as Smita. Like, I have three babies. I see that
Mhm.
each one is a different journey. You can't take the
Absolutely.
experience of one and apply to the other.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The individuals are unique. The experience of giving birth to them is unique. And I have a different story for each one of them. And no, nothing, no, matches any. It's like unique. So I got it. Somebody who saved me was my husband. Out of all the
Mhm.
assumptions, he being a doctor, he would scientifically tell me like this works, this doesn't work, and you take a decision. So that's how I could learn in my first baby birth. But
Mhm.
yes, this is a huge gap. And yesterday my son was asking me this question, Mom, if someone goes to a jungle and they have to deliver a baby, what will happen? So I was like, it's a natural process,
It's
like
a
animals deliver, humans can even deliver the same way. There's no hype of around childbirth. Okay, so I had to make him understand it's a completely normal, human functionality. Just that now we have a lot of care, because I was telling him stories from his great grandmother till now. So times have changed. Now since we are equipped with technology and experts, no, it's easier and better, but it's a natural process. That's
true.
so amazing, and I
And
can relate.
along with that, Ranjini, just interrupting you, uh, when a good news comes, right? So it comes with lot of love, happiness, lots of blessings
Yes.
from the elders. And along with that, it also comes with lot of anxiety, lot of, opinions,
Hmm.
doubts. One of the friends, she shares her horrifying birth story, and then the Bollywood ads on it, the way actresses, showcase how Bollywood showcases the childbirth process. Okay, in our one of the activities, we ask mothers to just mimic that actress. आप थ्री इडियट्स ले लो, मोना सिंह इज स्क्रीमिंग, राजा हिंदुस्तानी ले लीजिए, वहाँ पे the करिश्मा कपूर is screaming in the delivery room. Recently the movie called Mimi, okay, so Kriti
Hmm.
Sanon is screaming, like, horrifying screaming is there in the labor room. What I feel is, our mothers have not experienced the delivery process before. What they try to do is they look up to Bollywood as a role model, and they feel that the childhood process is like that only, and they also scream the same. So what happens is, when you scream, when you shout, your jaw muscles get tightened. Okay, and it has a direct relation to your muscles which are involved in the childbirth process. Okay, the viewers, if I just explain, you can do this, you experiment at home. Just clench your teeth and scream. At the same time, your perineal muscles, the childbirth muscles involved in the process of childbirth, they get tightened. Okay, so when you scream, you're opposing the natural process. Okay, something is
Yeah.
trying to come out of this outlet, and you're squeezing the outlet, you're opposing the process. So that is what, how the society or the Bollywood plays important role in creating the, we can say, wrong information, wrong message they are giving. That's what I feel.
Exactly, exactly. So once we are through with the first baby's birth, for the second and third, you don't listen to too many people. You know what to do. No, you get that whole thing, like, no, and it becomes easy. So and we could empower ourselves. As you said, the second baby was really an empowering process. So it was for fun. I really enjoyed being the mother, and then even the maternity leave I have enjoyed thoroughly from my second baby's.
Because
So we definitely.
and again it depends from person to person, because as you said, and as that is again a truth, each pregnancy is unique, each mother is unique, each baby is unique. So some of the mothers, they get a very beautiful experience in the first one, but they get some difficult circumstances, or because of the gap or many other circumstances. So
Yes.
yes, the experiences could be different for second work also. What we have realized is, the enrollment of mothers in our programs is almost equal. Not just first time mothers, but second time mothers are also enrolling, because they are getting, awareness what gaps or what difficulties they faced during their first one. They don't want to face the same situation in the second. So that is again, a good change we are also.
Excellent. So tell me, Smita, the program that you are having through Unishakti, who are the right audience, like right people who can, like if you can tell it very clearly, like who are they, like which program works for whom, and that's one information I would like you to share. And the second one is, what's the future of Unishakti? What's your vision and mission? I want to hear from.
So as I said, what I do is, it's not a medical, what you can say, we work in collaboration with maternity homes, basically. Okay, so it's like a maternity support program. We work in collaboration with maternity homes. And if you ask me what is the audience, so basically, the couples who are planning pregnancy, those who are in the pre-pregnancy phase, who are planning to conceive. Second thing is the couples who are expecting baby. So basically the pregnancy phase. Then comes your childbirth, and then the actual breastfeeding part, and then post childbirth. So starting from preconception till early parenting up to 2 years old, we have different, for each milestone we have designed different programs. So the duration depends, uh, from the phase, from the milestone. So for example, pre-pregnancy, the duration of the program is different. Okay, for pregnancy phase, the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester. So we have designed it accordingly, so that it becomes very, very simple and easy, for the expecting couple, because we know they are busy. They're already occupied with so many other responsibilities. They're ambitious. They're career oriented. So we have kept it very, very simple. Okay. So for pregnancy, we have a program where they can come and enroll at any stage, even if they are, in the fourth month or fifth month or seventh month. So we have kept it open and very simple process to enroll. And what we believe is, being well informed during pregnancy itself. Okay? Because for breastfeeding and childbirth process, not just breastfeeding, childbirth process, excuse me, but the early postpartum. Okay? Because if just take an example, 4 a.m. in the morning, the baby is crying. Okay? You came home from the hospital, you got discharged, and 4 a.m. in the morning, the baby is crying. Okay? What that mother will do? She doesn't, if she is not clear about what is latching, okay, what exactly different breastfeeding positions are, how to hold the baby in cradle position. If this position doesn't work, what other position can I take? Uh, what is engorgement? If she goes through the engorgement, the whole baby is not taking feed, and the whole breast is filled with you can say milk. She's painful. That process is, the engorgement is little bit painful. So this is just to list the some of the issues. Okay, what she will do if she's not prepared, if she knows what is latching, if this is not working, what she should do, if this position not working, what she should do. Okay, if she has that clarity, if she knows the everything, guided, which is there, well informed before the childbirth process, that during pregnancy itself, she is so empowered during pregnancy itself. Okay, so she will not face any issues. The 11th hour, she doesn't need to go to the hospital for very little things. And the husband is integral part of all our programs. We involve the spouse and family from very beginning. Okay, so it's like a team of the expecting a couple, the mother, father, both the family members, because they play very integral role. What happens is most of the couples, they are dependent on the family members, especially the elders in the family. What I realized is there is a big gap here also. Not for all, but for them, the elders in the family could be mother or mother-in-law. Okay, they have gone through the process almost 35 to 40 years back. Okay, what techniques work for them doesn't necessarily mean it will work for their daughter or daughter-in-law. Okay, what latching technique, and they also forget that they were also there in the same boat. They also faced the challenges. What they need is accept the challenge, accept the difficult phase, and take help. Help is already there. Okay, help is already there. But only thing is to take that first step and accept. We are ready to take the help. That is somewhere missing. Only 1 in 6 newborn baby, is able to exclusively breastfeed up to 6 months. So there is a huge gap. Very few newborns are able to take the mother's milk, what you call a colostrum, the thick milk, which is very beneficial for the baby, lifelong, for preventing the multiple infections, for preventing the lifestyle diseases in future baby's life. Okay, that baby is the getting colostrum is very less. Hardly 2 in 5 babies get colostrum within 1 hour after birth. So there is huge gap, and this gap is because of the lack of clarity, lack of guided roadmap, and they are not somewhere that they don't have that power to take informed decisions.
I completely agree, and I can really see how clear you are with your programs and your vision and mission, and how much detail you are telling the issues. Because I think you're dealing this every day, and this is the client base that you have. This is the audience that you target, and I can completely recall those arguments with my mother. Like, no, you're telling me in 100 years old advice. I'm not going to take this for now. So, no, you can't, no, apply this here. It might have worked for you, and the times and things that the person itself is a different person right now in the situation. So take it as a new challenge, a new, as you said, acceptance is huge. Only when you start accepting, that is the beginning to resolve. If you don't accept and you keep telling like I know everything and you don't know, it doesn't work. And
yes, again, the pregnancy is unique. Each baby is unique. The structure of the mouth is unique for each and every baby. One rule doesn't apply to. It's not like one rule should apply to the each and every.
As I said earlier, the 3 babies are 3 different experiences for me, and I took it very differently each time. It's not like I know how what to do. So it was different for me, and I took it as a new way to deal with it. So that's the only thing. Amazing.
So I just gave example of breastfeeding. There are lots and lots of issues when the baby, the mother and the baby gets discharged from the hospital and they reach home. Okay, so there the biggest gap lies. Okay, because they cannot rush, they cannot have multiple hospital visits.
Yes.
So that is where our program comes into picture, where they are already prepared for the whole process during pregnancy itself. They have the clear roadmap what to do from here to here. They have a clear roadmap. यहाँ से यहाँ जाना है, हमको पूरा roadmap पता है. Clarity they have, and they enjoy the process. Ultimately, our mission, if you ask Ranjini, is to have a respectful and dignified childbirth process. That's simple. And that was somewhere missing while I was growing up, when I was studying my medical degree, MBBS and MD, and while I was going through my first childbirth. And that a respectful and dignified childbirth is huge gap. It's missing somewhere.
Yeah, and
we are hopeful.
Experience you are providing is an empowered parent, both father and mother, that they welcome that new life in their families, and it's a moment of joy, and they're fully prepared. The whole team is prepared to receive this new life in their, in their family. So
Absolutely.
that's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. You're making it easy for many millions of people. And I know feel like, no, you reach the global audience, and this is something has to reach. It applies to anybody, like whoever is planning to become a parent. Your program will work for them, and they becoming empowered to, deal with a new life that's coming. Excellent. So, what is the closing message you have for all the people who are listening to us? And there are a lot of people dropping messages, and I can see there are many people watching live as well. So, thank you
Huh.
for joining. So, what is your message before we close this conversation?
Yes. In Unishakti, how we work basically, I'll close this thing session by sharing the learnings basically of Unishakti, and through that message I'll conclude the learnings. Okay. So basically, Unishakti, how it works is physical, fitness, emotion, physical vitality basically. It's not just fitness; it's overall physical vitality. And then the emotional fitness, we talk about physical, fitness all the time, but it is all about it is also about emotional fitness, inner transformation. Okay. Through prenatal yoga, through various techniques of prenatal yoga, chaitanyasana, yoga nidra. So we work on the inner transformation as well. And the fourth integral part is community learning. Okay. So where we invite the you know gynecologists or pediatricians or dentists or the other specialists who are associated, who are empaneled with us. So we every month we invite the specialists from the maternity homes. So that is how community learning works. Because what I feel is, what we do is we invite the experienced mothers also, those who have gone through the process of pregnancy, childbirth, and breastfeeding. They share their stories. They share not just positive stories, they also share their traumatic stories as well. What they feel is what they have gone through, or what painful experiences they have gone through, they also want to share, so that the upcoming generation of parents, the new parents, will get clarity, or you can say they will get the message through their experiences. So that is how community learning works. And many young residents, the from the medical profession, uh, those who are doing the basically those who are associated with the maternal and maternity and childcare area. Okay. Those young medical professionals, they come to me and they appreciate the work. What they say is, we also want to work with you. So what the message, just now I got a message from them, that one nursing professional, she is asking, and one resident. Okay. Resident means the health professional who is doing the masters. Okay. So he's asking, can we join? So yes, you are welcome to work with us, join our organization. And there is a huge gap. We can work together. We can empower so many, not just young parents. We can empower the health professionals as well, because they're already overburdened. When we work together, we can fulfill this gap. We can solve this huge problem which is there. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, there was a huge gap. Okay. And many health professionals, they feel ki, after completing the MBBS and MD, they will either go to the they will start their own setup, or they will do a job. Okay. So the message for my message for them is, you can create your own journey. Find the gap. There are many gaps in medical, when it comes to no, I'm working in maternal and childcare area, and the gap I'm trying to fulfill. What I feel is, don't crib about your pain. Don't cry if you have gone through any difficult situation or circumstances or incidences in life. Okay, so work with your pain, turn your, use that pain as a fuel, use that pain as a power. Okay, and work with your whatever your passion is. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is काम ऐसा कीजिए कि पहचान बन जाए, काम ऐसा करो कि पहचान बन जाए, हर कदम ऐसा चलो कि निशान बन जाए। यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, जिंदगी जियो ऐसे कि मिसाल बन जाए। So come collaborate with us, and the message to a young parent is get clarity, get the guided roadmap, and you empower yourself with each and every milestone of pregnancy, childbirth, breastfeeding, and celebrate the process. Okay, childbirth memories, dear parents, and Ranjini, you will also agree because you're a mother, and a mother of toddler, new mother. I'm also new mother. Childbirth memories are everlasting. If you ask any mother, any parent, okay, that they will be there with you for lifelong. Okay, they're everlasting. Let's together, uh, empower the coming generation of parents. Positive birth stories, not the traumatic. Let's share the positive birth stories for coming generations. That is my message to the young parents and their families as well, and to the health professionals as well. Because the childbirth memories are everlasting, not just for that family or not just for that parent, but those memories are everlasting and memorable and cherishing for the hospital staff as well. Because UNICEF is ultimately striving towards achieving a natural and minimally assisted pregnancy and childbirth, and the best healthy, happy, optimum health, the complications free, lifestyle disease free, pregnancy and childbirth for that mother, and obviously for the baby. Ultimately, what we want is healthy mother and healthy baby.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You shared a lot of gold in this closing message, and not just for parents, for health service providers, for people. And one message that stands out is to find the gap, turn your pain into power, and
Yes,
contribute to people and help them have, not to go through what you learned, you share, and then help someone have that transformation, that ease
exactly.
in dealing with the challenges.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful, Smita. It is an honor for me to have this conversation. I'm so delighted that we spoke about all this, under the carpet topics. So thank you so much, and I look forward to having another conversation soon. But this was amazing. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Ranjini, and thank you so much for or to all the viewers who are there watching this live, who took time to watch us live and be part of this wonderful session, and who will be going through the recording.
Yes.
Please go through the recording. Thank you so much, Ranjini. It was great talking to you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you.